Welcome to another interesting video on our channel Be Aware. In today's video we are going to understand process flow element objects. So we are going to learn properties and features related to create object, move object and destroy object. So you can see we have already created a process flow here, and this is how the object will look like at the end of the video modeling. So without wasting much time, let's begin. So this is the process flow window we are having, and this is the blank model background we are having in Flexsim. Now what we are going to do is we are going to create a model as you saw in our introduction. So what we are going to do is we are going to add one of the queue here, because if you look at this process flow object, today we are going to learn about create object, move object and destroy object. So we need to create this object somewhere on something, so we are taking this queue here, and then we are also taking another queue here so that the object is transferred from one queue to another. What we will do is we will use one of the AGV to transfer the material from Q1 to Q2. And what we are going to do is we are going to start building process flow now. So these three entities we need to use: create object, move object and then destroy object. So initially, to bring the token into these three activities, what we need is, if you have watched our initial videos, we need a source. So I am creating token every 3 seconds. So now I am having a source. Now what I need, this AGV needs to travel to Q1. So what I am going to do is I am going to bring travel object from the process flow. So we will understand this travel activity and its related properties and so in our next upcoming videos, because in the next video we are going to learn task sequences only after objects. So we'll understand more there, but currently you can just look at what changes we are doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the source to this travel. So my AGV will be traveling to Q1. So I'm telling that the task executor needs to be selected, destination needs to be selected. Now once I travel to Q1, what I'm going to do is, if you look at, we are having these 4 properties. Which object needs to be created? So I have box here. You can have different flow items depending on your requirement. You can select from here. There are different conditions here. We can take it from the global table. There are a lot of many features you can use. Here we need to put the number, how many quantity of boxes you need to create. So you can apply it based on the expression, percentages, statistical distributions. There are a lot of features based on your requirement. You can add here. We are going to add just a number here, that is one quantity, one box we need to create when one token comes down. So we are going to create this basically in this Q1. So we are going to create in Q1. So you can also do create at. It's nothing but in and at, nothing more than that. So you can use create in into the queue. It can be used ahead. Then we have that we are assigning the basically the token. So token.item, we are assigning this box. So here it is assigned to define the token label, and then this is object flow. So this object flow is basically used when you need to fetch the data, you need to connect this process flow to another created object in a process flow. That time you need to use this object flow, and then we can also assign the labels to the created objects. So we have come here. So basically what we need to do is the create object will be at the top. So first we are going to create the object, then we are having this task zero traveling to this Q1, then we are going to move the box where, so we are going to move this box onto the task executor, because token.item is already assigned in create object. Then what I'm going to do is, again I'm going to tell that task executor to travel. So it is basically going to travel. So task executor is 1 and it is going to travel to Q2, and then we have basically another move object we need to use, because we need to transfer the material from this task executor to this queue. So we are already having this token.item here, and then token.destination is basically queue2. So what we have done is we have created the object on this queue1, then we have told this executor to travel, then we are using this move object. So we are having only two properties here, which object and what is the destination. We have selected that, then we need to travel, and then we need to move the object basically. So which object and where, so destination and the object. And then what we are going to do is we are going to add a destroy, and that token we are going to send it to the sink. So before that, I'm going to add a zone here. Why zone? Because I need only one token entering this activity at a time, because if there are multiple, before I complete travel, another token will come and travel, so that things of confusion will happen. So what I'm going to do is all the tokens will come and stop after create object, and I'm exiting after destroy object, and I'm selecting this zone here. So zones, I guess we have already so zones we will be covering in the shared asset after task sequence. So here we have done this, we have selected a zone. In zone we have selected maximum quantity as 1, sources we have selected as 3, and we are going to reset, and we are going to run and check whether it is working. So if you look at this, it's working. So you could look at the task executor is traveling to the queue1, and then what is happening is it is lifting one of the part, it is again traveling to the queue2, dumping it there, coming back. So this is about the process flow, objects, create object, move object, and destroy object. So you could look at, by using the process flow, we can directly create an object. There is no requirement of the source which is available in the object library. You can directly create it by using the process flow library. So this is the power of the process flow, where without using the conventional object library, you can even create, move, destroy, all those stuffs can be done. So this is our video on understanding process flow, object entities. If you haven't watched our videos, we already created number of videos on understanding process simulation using Flexsim. Do watch those videos. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, do subscribe to our channel, do share it and like it with your friends and colleagues, so that the knowledge is shared and increased. So take care, stay healthy, stay simulating. Till then, take care. We'll meet in another video. Bye bye.